Fuck! I'm about to come.
bad timing.
Welcome everyone to the Renegade Realm Podcast. I'm your host, Red Wolf, joined by ThatBlueNumber, Holly, Damarco, Dude, and Assassin. Goodbye. That was a good show. All right, thank you guys.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, it seems
was
like
good.
the tech is,
What the heck?
it should be fixed.
That was a good
if you guys
show.
can't hear me, well then, fuck
I
me.
have topics that aren't on Assassin's list.
Okay.
Those were just lists.
Oh, those
or
were
things that happened in the
just
news.
things. Those were just things. Okay.
Oh, yeah, those were just things that I gave him ideas for the thumbnail and topics.
Okay,
But
okay,
yeah,
okay.
if you have one, yeah, they're not set in stone.
Okay.
So, anyway, really apologize for the late start. Shit.
As an
happened.
apology to everyone
And,
for the late start, we'll be talking about how Damarco has been trying to pick up babes at the Mass Effect dialogue options.
Yes, fantastic.
Yes, Damarco,
We've-
why don't you
we've
lead
been-
this conversation?
We've been over this. That's not actually the case at all. However, I will say that 0 out of 0 times should you ever A, try that, and B, 0 out of 0 times should you ever go in thinking that the shepherd dance is a good move to pull out on the dance floor. Regardless if you're trying to attract your gender of choice or not, it doesn't work.
Hey, at least it's better than the
Especially
Dragon
don't-
Stop those moves! I can't handle it. It's too sexy. Stop! I
Espe-
can't watch.
Especially
I can't
don't.
watch.
Especially
Don't
don't do
do
it
it.
if you're wearing a Mass Effect helmet, as well as the
Oh, I'm gonna have to
BioWare-
turn off.
as
I'm
well as
just
the
gonna have to
BioWare
leave.
Store Mass Effect hoodie with the helmet. It is just a toxic combination that you are not ready for. And also, be sure to never, ever, ever turn on your Paragon or Renegade lights while you do it.
I can't watch it. It's
What
too
have I
much
done?
hotness. I can't watch. I can't.
I'm so glad I'm not on camera, because I honestly just burst out laughing. I
Oh
had to mute
my
myself
gosh!
for a
Look
sec.
at what Yodani said.
What did you say? What did he...
That's gonna stay up for the rest of the show. Thank you, Donnie. Excuse me. I'm really sorry, guys, for the late start. Shout out to Andrew Cullen and Lotus Esprit, Yadani, of course, Colt, Eastwood, Grand Monad, Jax82,
My doctor.
Holly's doctor, and Jonas. Thank you guys so much. Sorry.
I was trying to read what he
Back into
said.
the flow. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Oh
My doctor
God.
told me to call my doctor told me to call my doctor if it lasts longer than half a podcast. Oh my god. The erectile.
Sir, if it lasts longer than that, then you, my friend, have a special type of ability.
I was about to say, don't call it a comeback. Just call it all right. Anyway,
What's up besides Yodani's eggplant?
eggplant. Oh, is that what that is?
Please,
Okay.
please, all
I
of
eat a
you,
lot of eggplant.
continue saying what you're saying, so that way I can use.
Oh,
you as
this isn't gonna
context.
get any better. We might as well say goodbye now. This is peak entertainment.
Yeah, thank you guys. Thank you guys so much. Anywho, Damarco, what you been into, man? What kind of sex have you been having?
Oh my god, I've been rolling in fields and they have embraced me. Let me tell you. Grass
Fields
has
of sex?
I have absolutely become one with touching grass. It is just wonderful. I am plowing the fields of my future. I am completely mowing all of the lawn with anticipation and eagerness for the bright beauty that is beholden within my maidenless voyage.
That's really hot, man.
I know.
I love that
Just
for you.
wait till I bring out my hose to really get down and start tilling that soil. It's a good time.
Watering
No
everything.
alcohol required.
Your hoe.
Oh, I love watering every. It's really quite exceptional when the landscapers come all over the place with their soil and just spew it around.
Watch
Yeah,
out!
but
Don't
see,
fill the.
DeMarco-
Don't go anywhere near the rabbit or bunny holes, though. Leave those.
Yeah, but DeMarco, see, the thing is, you have to make sure that you replenish the hoses, because remember, they're only a one shot for about maybe 10 seconds.
Okay.
Just remember that.
All right. Too far, Assassin. Too far.
I'm gonna need
Excuse
you
me,
to come.
I was talking about
I'm gonna need
hoses.
you to go all the way to the back of the room after that one. Just go outside, take a lap, touch
You're in
the grass
timeout.
of the fields that I have. Touch the fields of grass that I have plowed. When you're ready to have a civilized, adult, mature conversation. All right.
Time out.
Hey, Red, I think you started something here. You might want to rein it back here.
Yeah, let's rein
No,
it in,
as
baby.
Jonas said, the show is really climaxed this April.
And I apologize, I'm not really all there today. I apologize in advance. I'm just gonna pretend. But you guys always make it better. I really appreciate it.
Don't worry, we're holding it down.
Yeah, thank you. I'm trying to.
We're holding something down.
Hey!
Assassin. Speaking of being held down and liking it, can you tell me what you've been into, man?
Hey! What the hell, man? It's the other way around. Anyway.
Oh.
Into? Well, certainly not whatever version that these two are doing.
I've been playing some Guardians of the Galaxy. What's perverted
Guardians of
about
the
that?
Galaxy.
Yeah, the game. Is this too
Go on,
shocking news?
Assassin.
for you?
Go on, Assassin. Tell us more about your week.
Thank you. Let's see. I don't know. Really, not much gaming lately. It's just trying to get acclimated to a new work schedule. Surprisingly, I don't know. Just Persona 3. Really, that's it. Again, going on New Game Plus. Can't get enough of it. Just waiting on Stellar Blade for Friday.
Okay. DeMarco. What are you doing? How have you been? What's going on?
I've been good. I jumped back into Guardians of the Galaxy for a little bit, and dude, it is such a shame that game. There's a couple games that just live as these mysteries of why they have not been appreciated. I shouldn't say appreciated, but haven't gotten the support from the developer side of things or from the publisher side of things. One is when Creative Assembly made Alien Isolation, because I think that game is an absolute gem. I think it's phenomenal. It is so
It's really good.
atmospheric and visually beautiful, and yeah, the story is, whatever it is, but like the music, the sound effects, the design, it feels like you were just living through those moments. That Guardians of the Galaxy is another game. There's many, but Guardians of the Galaxy is another one I feel has been so disrespected because it is absolutely stellar. The performances, the story, the character development, the cutscenes, the visuals, it's an absolute delight, and I wish they could do more with it. I wish they get a sequel. They're almost certainly not, and I think that's a damn shame. A damn shame. So I hop back into that a little bit, and it's been good. I've been really looking forward to seeing a little bit more of Manor Lords, because I know that the early access is coming out soon. I'm not going to play it in early access personally, but I have seen really, really good feedback for that game, and I love when someone who's he's a solo dude, he's just making this game by himself, and he could have this much acclaim, where I think it was the top wishlisted game on Steam above some major AAA titles. It was high up there. I don't know exactly where, but ooh, good stuff. Anyway, that's my spiel. Red is all over the place. So Holly, what about you?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm so good, man. Oh man, fuck. That's
thanks,
fucking
Holly.
Damn,
hot.
you changed your
That
name
is
to Holly?
fucking hot. Man. No, that's
Damn, Holly, you've changed.
Oh,
All right.
God. So if anyone wondering, I'm fucked. I soak toothpicks
Nothing new there.
in I almost said coconut oil, in cinnamon oil, and lemon oil. Sounds weird, but it's fucking really good. I didn't do it right this time, and thank you, Holly, for the toothpicks. But they are hot as fuck, and I gotta
Damarco
I got him the-
and I were talking-
I got him the extra spicy toothpicks,
I
apparently.
just think it's so funny
No, no, no.
that
I fucked.
we're all calling him out that we weren't talking. All of us called him out that we weren't talking to him, and he just kept going. It
Going.
didn't matter.
He's just going. He's like,
I don't know
well,
what's
fuck it.
happening.
I guess I'm Holly now, even though I don't realize it.
Oh, I just thought that was very funny.
I did too.
That's cool.
Oh,
I'm glad.
God.
I'm glad you have good toothpicks, Holly. That's awesome.
Yeah, yeah.
I can't. I'm just gonna leave.
And
it
Red,
in
do you wanna
until-
tell us
All
how
right,
you-
speaking.
Oh,
All right, speaking
Yeah.
of
This
shame,
is the
Red,
worst
you go
start
ahead.
we've ever had. This is the absolute worst start to a
this is
podcast
the
we've
best
ever had.
podcast I've ever done in my life. I love it here. Shout out to the 18 people, including us, that are here. Really, really appreciate you guys. I'm back. I just had to go scream into a pillow real quick. And it helps. It really helps. It's crazy what a punch in your own nuts and a scream in a pillow will do. I love it. I love it. And I feel a lot better now. So, yeah, I have been doing a lot of stuff happening in real life. Work has been crazy, and that's just fantastic. And I have been playing, I don't even know, Aliens Dark Descent, which, as Colt would say, I just love that game so much. As you could tell if you're in a party chat with me, you can tell how much I love it right now so much. That's sarcasm because it's really
Yes,
fucking
he loves
frustrating.
it very much.
Yeah.
It's-
And
Really
he really
entertaining.
does. Especially when he's.
Hey, you're a
died
little low
screaming in
still,
pain.
Red, so
Am I
Just-
low?
gargle it or something.
Gargle the mic.
It sounds like. Hang
La
on.
la
I'm
la
sorry.
la la la.
Hang on. Let me
Kicking
just
in
talk
now,
for
y'all.
1 second. Yeah, I am low. I don't know if I'm lower to you guys. Am I okay? Guys, tell. Is the music on? Let me see. Music's on.
Well,
Good.
yes.
What else could happen? It's
Whether or
fine.
not you're okay is a different question entirely, but
Yeah,
look,
exactly. By the way, Lotus has a question. Does touch grass literally mean go outside and into the grass? Oh, Lotus, you innocent soul.
yes, but actually
You
no.
pure soul. Agreed. Yeah. The one time that saying is actually pretty accurate. Yes, but actually no.
The one time, I use that phrase every single day when I'm at work. Someone asks me a
Mhm.
question, they're like, "Hey, can we do this?" Yeah, but actually no. Hey, can you help me? Yes, but actually no. Hey, do you want to stay late?
Okay,
Yes,
maybe I
but
just
actually
don't
no.
notice.
I don't know.
No, that last one is yes or no, but I don't have a choice.
Is that better? Do I sound
No,
better?
I like, no,
Do I sound
You're
better,
still a-
chat?
no,
Still
Red,
a little
you're the
quiet.
same.
Good. All right. I'm just gonna yell the whole time.
Ooh.
That way, everyone can hear me. All right. Yeah. Hey, C-Steph. It's good to fucking see you. Oh, only missed a month or two of pods, but I'm here finally. Ha 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 ha. They didn't do that. I laughed. Is that all they said? Let me find out. There we go. That's it. That's it. All right. Lotus. Okay, my Canada friends say that also. If I'm yelling at you guys and it's hurting you, well, I'm sorry.
Honestly, you sound about the same when you talk or yell.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Yep, pretty
Okay.
much.
There's no vol. There's no vol.
You probably have a limiter on there.
Okay, it looks like I sound. It looks like whatever I did worked, right? Because I can hear myself, and it sounds like I sound good.
You sound the same.
Well,
Sound
but
the
I
same.
sound the same to you guys, but I think on the show,
You
I
always sound good, Red. Just quiet.
Okay. How weird was that, chat? You guys couldn't hear what I just did, but I'm gonna test something out real quick.
Lotus said better.
This is gonna be the whole show.
Yeah,
just me
everyone,
just talking.
how's Red's mic? Is it good? Is it bad?
Whatever. Let's just talk about stuff.
Does it need to gargle the mic?
I would say don't say playing Fallout. Don't say playing Fallout. Playing Outfall? I don't know.
Oh
Anyway.
yeah, I have been playing that.
So this is good. Thank you. A little better. Good. Okay. Thank you. Hey. All right. I don't know what the hell is. I wasn't talking about anything. This show is off the rails, and this is exactly what I love. I love it. Love it here. Speaking of love, you know what? I love games. Games for everyone, going everywhere, all at once. Right, Damarco? Games better, more places, all at the same time.
Games everywhere. Good.
Yeah.
Everywhere game good.
Good. Well, your dream seems to be coming true slowly but surely. Red sounds slightly. Well, that's just how I was born, C-Step. You can leave now. Thank you. So anyway, Microsoft going in the third-party direction. Now, Sony rumored, confirmed by Special Nick, he confirmed it, that it's happening. Helldivers 2 might be coming to Xbox in a long time from now, like a year from now, maybe. I don't know. That's the rumor. So my question is...
That's the rumor that's been confirmed?
That's the rumor that's been confirmed, yeah. So, is there a future that
It is a rumor that is still a rumor.
It's a rumor.
It is still a rumor.
It's not
Good.
confirmed.
Early talks. It is not
That
confirmed.
was a joke. That was a joke. Nothing's confirmed. But I do want to talk about the possibility of letting my dog in and after I ask this question. The possibility of all games going everywhere in the next, 7 to 8 years, where basically exclusivity is timed all the time. And I know that eventually we're gonna see where a lot of the single player games that define PlayStation or Xbox, like Fable maybe might be one of the next big ones. Those might stay, but games that have a lot of monetary ability, like Helldivers 2, is still very popular, and that's sort of, let's see, Sea of Thieves is another one. So on PlayStation side, you have Helldivers 2, and then on Xbox you have Sea of Thieves, and now they're, the rumor with Helldivers 2. If that comes true, then maybe this makes more sense. Is there a world, Damarco, where you see everything being timed exclusive at the very least, and everything just goes everywhere?
I mean, yeah, I see a world of that. Right? It makes as games. It's the arguments we've all heard before. Games get more expensive. Companies want more profits. How do you get more profits? Your player base already is at its capacity, so go to another player base, and you get profits from those guys. You start taking their money, especially with the live service games, like Helldivers is a perfect example. So, as we start, the first step is obviously going to be PC, right? So what I want to see first and foremost, and I'm not just saying this because I'm a PC player, but just because I think it's the logical next step, is PlayStation to start releasing day one on PlayStation and PC. And if they decide that they're going to commit, I'll be more convinced that we'll see a lot more PlayStation games coming to Xbox if they can do that, and if we stop seeing this, hey, well, we're gonna wait a year where it's only on PlayStation and then it comes to PC. Because the shift that I would anticipate happening is they turn around and they say, okay, we're gonna do day one on PC and PlayStation, and then we're gonna do the 1 year to those platforms, and then we'll bring it to Xbox a year later, or however long later. So I think it's possible. I think it's the next logical step. I think it's kind of been going in this direction ever since Xbox started, or Microsoft has started pushing to get their games everywhere. I think they started kind of this chain reaction that is honestly slower than I thought it would be, but ultimately inevitable.
And I want to shout out Jonas, who actually, I apologize again. I meant to mention, to tie that into one of the biggest things, the reason that the thumbnail has what it has on it, that PlayStation is now doing what Microsoft does with their overlay. They're putting their overlay on PC. So they're getting more friendly with the platform, knowing that there's a market there for PC, testing it with games like Helldivers. We don't see the majority of PlayStation games coming to PC day and date, so they don't want to test The Last of Us 3 or Spider-Man 3 or whatever with that. They'd rather test something like a Helldivers and see how that goes and see if it's profitable. Whereas Microsoft has an IP that's been out for a very long time, and they want to test and see if there's still an interest in it on other platforms that have only heard about it, and now they're getting to play it. So PlayStation is bringing over a overlay onto PC, meaning you can get your trophies. You sign in with your PlayStation account and you get trophies even if you're playing on PC, which begs the question. And now we're looking at everyone's going to eventually be on a PC. which also brings to the forefront of Xbox going more in which has been a rumor for a while. Like the next hardware that's coming out would be more of a PC box with Steam compatibility and Xbox overlay and whatnot. So everything's going in that direction. Holly, tell me your feelings about everything I just said.
So you said a lot.
Yes.
It is still a rumor. I don't really know that I like Nick a lot, and I think he's right, like tons and tons of times, right? I'm not sure that I think this is actually going to happen. And there's a lot of things that like it's a rumor, and there are talks, there are genuinely things happening, right? And then it just doesn't pan out at the end. Somebody wants too much money or whatever. So I'm not sure. This sounds like a big one because, I mean, Helldivers is huge for PlayStation right now, and they own the IP. So I'm not really confident about that. I'm totally confident that they'll keep games like this moving forward, going to PlayStation and PC. I think PC will be day one, just like they did with Helldivers 2. But you never know, right? Like, we never thought we would see Sea of Thieves on PlayStation. But we're here now, right? So while it took them like 5 years to port Sea of Thieves over, if this is ever really a thing, then I don't think it'll take 5 years, because personally, I don't think that Helldivers 2 has the longevity in it that Sea of Thieves does. I could be wrong, but it depends on how they build the world out, because, you know, what they've got now is, it's good and it's hooked people, but I don't think it's got a long hook on it. Not unless they like
keep throwing out new weapons and skins and saying, "Hey, keep playing this game forever."
Yeah, 2 types of enemies is not really.
Well, there is absolutely more coming. Like they have, a whole other faction. Yeah.
Yep.
And a story mode as well. That would definitely
a story
help
mode would
as
be
well.
good.
That's why Destiny has been around for so long, despite it being advertised as a looter shooter MMO type of game. You have the yearly storyline that they keep improving on, or I guess
even like the Division 2, right? It's on year 5, and it's because it's got story. Unfortunately, they're not really adding much story, but they are adding new game types and different seasonal rewards and stuff like that. So, I don't know. There's got to be a lot of longevity with it, and adding new planets and adding different types of Helldivers and, you know, stuff like that. And it seems like they have an aggressive plan for it, because they came out with the mechs like super quick. So we'll see. But as far as coming to Xbox, I don't know. Maybe. I guess it's always possible, but I wouldn't say it would happen in a year. I think it would take much longer than that. Me personally.
You think that would
Assassin?
You think that they're trying to grab the hype? You know, you think they're probably talking about that, like how long would it take to port versus how long are the legs for the hype for Helldivers?
I don't think it has anything to do with how long it takes to port. I mean, obviously that's a factor, right? But I think it's more about how long is the game still thriving on PlayStation and PC alone before it starts to dip, and then we want to access another pool of sales. That would be my thought. Just the way Sony has historically been. Now, Hiroki Totoki is a very new person. And it seems like he has a lot of different opinions about the business of it. And I'm sure that if he's doing the hiring... Yes, I agree.
PlayStation.
And if he's doing the hiring, he's going to hire somebody who's going to be of a similar mind, right? Of where the business could go. So, who knows? Maybe everything will change there.
That is actually one of my fears. I guess I'm not too concerned, because, like you said, they'd probably put someone who agrees with what he's trying to do and his vision, and ultimately I think their argument with Helldivers kind of solidifies it a bit. Like, look how much money we made on PC. Look how much money, and you go, ah.
Yeah.
And they get like
Yeah.
a new CEO goes, oh, that was a lot of money. Should do that more. So I think you have an argument to be made that it serves as a great case study. But there was a concern that, you know, this is just an interim CEO. So is there a possibility that somebody steps in and goes, we need to preserve that platinum PlayStation experience. You can't get these games anywhere else. And they say, out with you out with you Xbox, out with you PC. And they go back into their corner and they say, no, these are our games.
To be fair,
Jim Ryan's gonna come back.
to be fair, Damarco,
They're all
it does
swaddled
work
up
for
like a
Nintendo.
baby.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Assassin.
What's that? Sorry.
I was just saying, to be fair, even though the market has changed, like Damarco said, since 2016 when Microsoft started to push all of us towards this route, to be fair, Nintendo is still doing very well by keeping their exclusives though.
But they're a different.
But they're a different player. They're a different player though. That's the thing.
Notice
I
how
mean,
notice
still,
how both
they prove that you can still have an exclusive ecosystem and still be successful. That's the part where I don't like. I never said I like exclusivity. I just hate the fact that Microsoft is the only one letting go of exclusivity. I want Sony to let it go, and I want Nintendo to let it go. But Nintendo has proven how stubborn they are, and by the time that we're all great-great-grandparents is when they'll start considering PC for their exclusives. That is, if we can even still find a way to buy them, considering how they treat their older titles already. As far as the whole Helldivers 2 on Xbox thing, Nick even said it himself, they're just preliminary talks. They could just fall apart at the drop of a hat. And this is just a discussion that Toki apparently brought to the rest of PlayStation as well. It's just a topic, discussion behind the scenes, apparently. I mean, Helldivers 2, being a multiplayer-focused game, live service, it would do great on Xbox, since a lot of their first-party portfolio and third-party portfolio is centered around that genre. As far as it actually happening, though, I'm kind of 75 leaning towards it happening. I mean, like Damarco said, they tested it with PC. It worked out very well. I have a feeling that they're going to start doing day and date with their exclusives on PC in the next couple years. I mean that's great for everybody. Like I said, if Microsoft is going to give their games to PlayStation, PlayStation has to do the same. As far as Helldivers 2, though, I think, personally, that they're going to continue talking about this until they see the numbers for Sea of Thieves. I honestly think that's what they're waiting on, to see how profitable it is for Microsoft. If they do the same with Helldivers 2, will it be profitable for them, putting it on Xbox? But the one thing that we have not talked about yet, in terms of exclusivity dying, for the console players, they're the gamers that they can't afford a $1,000 PC. They can't afford anything more. And I know you can play great games on like a $650 Asus laptop. Not everybody wants a laptop. Some people still prefer the old method of console and controller. Live service games make sense everywhere. Xbox, PlayStation, PC, those type of games, I think they need to go everywhere. But single-player exclusives, though, I think we have seen firsthand what happens when you give two high-quality single-player exclusives to the other side. And, of course, I'm talking about the 5 people that played Hi-Fi Rush on PlayStation. So I think they're going to keep the single-player exclusives montage for both PlayStation and Xbox, but live service, yeah, there's a good chance that those games are going to go to competing platforms in the near future.
Only
Like,
5 people
Grounded
who
went
have Hi-Fi
over.
Rush on PlayStation.
It didn't even make the top 200 most played when it came out, Damarco. It was not worth the port, in my
Players are
opinion.
missing out.
They really
good
are.
game.
Same with Pentiment. Both of them are great.
I wonder though, because I think we're sort of. I would be very curious, and we're never going to find this out, but I would be very curious to kind of get a fuller understanding of it in the sense that how many of these people, like, has it not performed well, A, because they are incredible, they're already niche games, and then the people who might have been looking forward to them already either have, A, an Xbox, or B, they just have both platforms, so they might have a PlayStation and a PC, so they've already experienced it on PC. I don't know, I don't know the statistics of multi-platform owners in gaming, but that'd be sort of interesting to me. That'd be some fascinating.
Well, it did have 5 million players across Xbox and PC. Not to mention Hi-Fi Rush coming out as a shadow drop as a high-quality title for $30. It was definitely the talk of the town, at least for the first half of the year.
So that's what I'm saying. You got 5 million players. Like, how many? So if you look at 5 million players, and then you look at a smaller multi-platform game that's of a similar scope and scale, how many players do they typically get? You see what I'm saying? So it already captured its audience, and yeah, they ported it over. Maybe it was a waste of time. Maybe it wasn't. Maybe they got a couple extra bucks, and it didn't take that much effort to do. Like, they had one guy in the back of the office, and everybody would walk past him on their way to work, and they'd be like, "Hey Terry, what you working on?" He'd be like, "I'm still porting the game," and he's just like all the way in the back corner, like, "Hello." So it really didn't cost them that much to do, and then they make $100 off it. And they go, "Listen, we pay Terry like $4 every 4 hours, so like $1 an hour. So honestly, it's pretty good money." But yeah, how many players do similar games of similar scope get? I can't think of any examples. I don't know any off the top of my head. But
I honestly don't either, but here's the thing. I know speculation is not necessarily the all-defining end of an argument, but let's just go off what we do know. Microsoft, yes, it was. Microsoft and Rare have been shouting to the moon on Twitter how successful Sea of Thieves has been with the PS5 beta test, how the pre-orders are doing well on the PlayStation Store. We have not heard jack shit about Hi-Fi Rush. Nothing from Tango, nothing from Microsoft, nothing from Bethesda. Oh, we have 2 million more people play on PlayStation. Great success. We've heard nothing. We've heard nothing from Obsidian about Pentiment. We had another 1 million players on PlayStation. Nothing. We've only heard Sea of Thieves, most pre-order game on PlayStation. 40 million players now.
Sea of Thieves is a much bigger investment than either Pentiment or.
That is, I know. I'm not saying it should do Sea of Thieves numbers, but it should do at least something. But we're not hearing anything. I guarantee when Grounded, when Grounded becomes, or I can't remember. Is Grounded on PlayStation now? I can't remember. I'm pretty sure it is. They had the launch trailer for the Yoke Edition, I believe.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Red, who are you saying
Nick,
I'm loving?
Or Assassin, can you... Sorry.
Oh my...
Let me catch up with
Hey!
chat real quick. Yeah?
Don't think I don't see what you're doing, you son of a
You
bitch.
love it. CSEF says Nintendo has built up Pokemon and Zelda to the point that they are bigger than the brand itself. They simply can't let them go so easily like Xbox can with Halo or Gears. Ooh. Ooh.
Mario 2. If Nintendo
Hold on,
ever considered experimenting with bringing their IPs anywhere else, it's gonna be Pikmin, it's gonna be Fire Emblem, maybe Metroid. But yeah, Mario, Zelda, Pokemon, never. Not gonna happen. At least not in our lifetime.
Lotus asked if you're dating. Only
Red, I
in
hate
his dreams. Sorry.
This is the
So,
closest
no,
that we'll ever
yeah,
get.
his mic is a bit quiet tonight. Noise. Sorry about that. It's okay.
There we go.
Yeah, his
All right.
mic is.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck's going on. I've tried to fix it a million times. I don't know what's going on. The last time that I was on camera, that would have been the day before
guarantee
our show, and it worked last time. So I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on. I've tried everything. So I'm sorry. So I'll just talk really loud whenever I talk, and hopefully that works for everybody. I'm really sorry.
I guarantee you, he's gonna
Yep.
find the problem at the end of the podcast. He's gonna find the problem at the end after we're done, and he's gonna be so pissed off when he does.
Okay. Nerds Another Legend says, I think Sony and Microsoft have always tried to chase the Nintendo model. And people use Nintendo as an example as to why exclusivity works, but they don't chase Nintendo's discipline. Discipline. Yeah, what do you think about that, Damarco? Huh? What the fuck
That is fair.
do you think about that?
That is true. That is fair. Well,
Yeah,
see, the
I
thing is,
think that-
Nintendo's.
I think that more people play Microsoft games than Nintendo games, generally speaking, and I'm happy for all the people I get to talk to about all the games that I love, and I don't have to worry
Wow.
about competing
Okay.
because I just play my games, man. That's what I think.
PC
I'm
man.
not DeMarco. Yeah, he's
PC
the PC
man.
main of this podcast.
No.
I'm not DeMarco, but the reason why Nintendo has more discipline than Sony and Microsoft is because they have to. When you think of Nintendo, you think of only their consoles and their games. You think of Sony, you think of, yeah, PlayStation's a big part, but they also make TVs, they make stereos. Like, their whole business is not just PlayStation, same with Microsoft. They have Azure, they have Windows, they have Office. The reason why they don't play the hardest with PlayStation and Xbox is because they're only one gear in the whole
Cog?
corporation.
Oh, machine. That's what I was going to say.
But Nintendo, literally, it's just consoles and games. That's all they make. So yeah, they have to. They have to make great games. I mean, that's how they started. I think it was 1890 is when they started. Just by making Go, I think.
1890? 1890.
I think
1890?
it started in the late 1800s. Nintendo.
What
Okay.
are you talking about?
Need a fact check on this one, sir.
Right?
When did Nintendo start? He's right. Actually, he's wrong. Wait. What did you say?
He said 1890.
I said late 1800s.
You said
Late
late
he
late
said late
1800s? Can you get your
1800s.
shit together.
1890s. It wasn't 1890s. You're wrong. That's
I was
It
off
was-
by 3 months.
It was
September
1889.
23rd, 1889.
1889.
All right. Facts.
Oh,
Wasn't the
no,
90s.
it was only up
You
by 3 months.
idiot. You
You stupid asshole.
you stupid.
That's
At
it.
the three
That's it.
numbskulls, I had to double
Dude,
check
I
because y'all
had-
didn't know either.
There's a game that I was playing. This is completely off topic. There's a game. I'll make it very quick. There's a game that I was playing, and the question is like, what is 111111111 times 111111111? And I have one friend. He happens to be Asian.
That's good.
That makes it funnier. And he just goes. He's thinking about it, and there's a timer, and the timer's ringing out, and then he just goes and he goes, I know this. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 8 7 6 5 4 3 2 1. And then I look at the card that has the answer on it, and I go, that's correct. Go back 3 spaces for being a nerd. And that's like what the rules say. It's like for getting the question right and being a nerd.
I love that. That's hilarious.
Anyway,
Sorry.
sorry. It's
That's
tangent.
fantastic. Oh, shout out to Arcane Realm. What's up, bro? Who has started streaming? He had a big face reveal on his channel, the Arcane Realm. So go check him out. Give him a sub. Give him a hug. So come give me a hug. Yeah, he's in there having sex. He ain't in there making love. So come give him a hug. Isn't that how that song? I don't know. a long time.
That was good. That was
2000.
good.
Was that it? Okay.
50 Cent in the club.
In the club, yeah. The fact that we're not hearing anything says to me that they haven't done well outside of Sea of Thieves. Yeah. C-Steph says, Grounded team is heavily invested into their game show. They will share their achievements over Sony when they can. They just been busy over there the past year with big updates. Yeah. That game has changed a lot. Anyway. That's great.
Fred, your opinion.
Yeah, I just want... How about what? We've talked about a lot. I say we, y'all have talked about a lot. Where are we at now? We're talking about
Helldivers 2
PlayStation.
on Xbox.
Yeah, I mean, I think that if they do what they did with Sea of Thieves, that my only thing is, like, where is Helldivers going to be in a year from now? If they decide to wait for that year exclusivity or whatever, they said, let's just see what happens in a year. Well, then, if they
Even
go ahead
better.
and get a port ready, and then the hype is died down, and then they're going to learn a lesson in, one, we should have done it right then and there, and just we're learning that publishing games this successful and then porting them to everything all at once is more profitable, or we waited too long. And no one cares about the game now. So that's what I'm worried about. Yeah.
Let's say Sony decides to go ahead make Helldivers 2 for Xbox. How would they announce that? Would it be at an Xbox showcase? Would it be at the Game Awards? No, they wouldn't.
It'd be an Xbox announcement.
They would have a Helldiver. They would have a picture of a Helldiver on a planet that's all green, and the ship would have in the sky would be showing bombardments, and the explosion and the mushroom cloud that forms from it would be in the shape of the Xbox logo, and then he would just be holding a flag that says now on Xbox.
Right, and the flag would have an Xbox logo
actually
on
sounds
it.
accurate.
That'd be dope.
That
Right?
sounds
That'd be
accurate.
You're welcome.
They would
that,
play
though.
into that, right? Like they would market it that way. Like
Democracy is for everyone, and so is being able to play on any platform you want.
It's just like a little, like, short little cutscene where there's like reinforcements coming, sir, and they like look up and there's like a ship that has like the Xbox logo on it.
logo.
Yeah, that'd be so cool. That'd be so cool. Because I've seen on Twitter a lot of PlayStation players are saying, "Bring them over. We need come on," because it's such a.
They need the help.
It's one of the best examples of live service games done right, and it's just I've never felt so much FOMO for a multiplayer game ever, because you just see all these YouTube videos like what happened today and all this. It's so good, man, and yeah, I love it. But anyway, yeah.
Live service games. Is there anything else? Because I do have a topic that's tangential to live service.
Let's take it away, baby.
Live
Is it
service.
X-Defiant?
No, unfortunately, I've heard that did not go over that well. I heard a lot of people liked it, but the servers were.
It was the worst.
Oh, server problems? Server problems were not the problem.
I heard people liked the gameplay. They liked the gunplay. It felt good, but the server, and it was a stress test, and it got stressed. Those servers got stressed, is what I heard.
Holly sent a video of a pro Call of Duty player playing it, and he was like, "What the fuck?" Like, and this dude moves like a demon. I would never. There's a reason he's getting paid to do what he does. He's like, yeah, so it's 2 o'clock in the morning, and he's just like, but like he is still saying the same thing that everyone is saying. Like, you shoot someone like way too many times, and then you die instantly. And that's coming from someone who, anyway, that's the netcode issue, right? So, but that's a whole nother thing. Go ahead, Damarco.
So live service games. There was a study. It was in February. About in February, there was a study that came out that was like 85% of studios, and they interviewed 537 studios, and there were some major AAA studios, and there was a lot of small indie studios as well. And they said, do you guys want live service games? What are your thoughts on live service games? And 85% of them were like, yeah, we are either working on a live service game, we are supporting a live service game, or we want to make a live service game. Now, to me, the patron of single player experiences, I cringe at that. It makes me sink back into my hole of reclusiveness, of desperation, of tiredness, and of just absolute misery and pain. I love my multiplayer games, but not 85% of studios making live service titles. However, there's a new study, according to GDC, 70%, and this has changed since February, 70% of game developers are concerned about the present business model of live service games, and they are worried about the future and the sustainability, and they are not confident in the direction of the industry heading, where that much effort and money and support is going behind live service titles. And that's just a change in sentiment since February. It is only April.
Well, February we had Skull and Bones and Suicide Squad.
But we also had Helldivers 2 at the time.
I didn't even mean to start a thing. I was testing my audio. I was trying to boost my audio.
Y'all are.
I was
are
doing a
bunch of
regular show
nogs.
reference. Do you guys not know a regular show?
I was
What's
doing
regular show?
okay.
Do I sound better, chat? Do I sound louder? Tell me if I sound better now.
Sounds like,
I'll find
This
out.
sounds like Minecraft in here.
oh,
I think I did.
that's the
I
villagers.
think
Oh,
Here, I'm gonna put myself to 128. 128. There we go. That should have done it. There you go. There you go. I'm back, baby. Tell me if I'm sounding good. Please, God.
You sound
I'm
quieter.
Sorry. Shut. Please continue.
I'm going to absolutely say that to the next person that I have anything to say with that's not one of you four. Shut. Please continue.
I'm sorry. I'm in such a weird.
I have some coworkers who would
headspace
absolutely love
today,
to hear that
and-
line.
Shut. Please continue. Yeah, it's a whole new thing now. Whew. All right, I'm gonna eat this fiery toothpick and burn my butthole because I've had way too much cinnamon oil today. Yummy.
oh my gosh, what's going on today for real?
Anyway, this is great.
This is a bad
That's
show.
getting clipped out. Ooh, my tongue. Ooh, fuck. Fuck. That is so fucked. That is so fucked.
Anyway,
Oh,
less
the
live
lips.
service games are probably coming. That's pretty cool and pretty fun, and I like that. So that's neat. I'm looking forward to more single player games. I hope that happens. Fallout's exploding right now.
Let's go back to the previous topic, and I'll interject and say I think
Okay.
more are coming.
Sorry, whatever stops me from having to look at Red doing whatever he's doing.
Yeah, that's fine. Well, okay. I looked too, and I didn't. I wish you didn't. Damarco, let just look at each other, all right? Just, just.
I'm gonna look at myself.
It's
God
helping.
damn.
It's helping. It's burning so much.
What is happening?
It's fine. It's fine. Just continue the show.
Is he done?
Nothing's weird. Welcome to the Renegade Realm podcast. If you're new here,
Oh god.
If you're new here,
Thank you, everybody, for sitting through Red's Chandler Bing script.
If you're new here, consider unsubscribing, and running far, far away,
running far,
and never looking back.
far
Consider
from
just getting a
yeah,
new monitor. If you had to witness this, consider replacing your monitor. It's probably infected now with something.
I think it's okay now.
And let this be a lesson. If anyone is a Resident Evil fan in here, if Red was a Resident Evil character, he would definitely be a licker.
Hey, girl. Whew, man, I should not have put that back in my mouth. Let me tell you. Fuck. That is so
Oh,
dangerous.
did Risky curse us or something when we last talked to him? He said something like this was gonna happen.
Fuck. Oh, God.
God damn it.
Anyway,
Okay.
better but not loud enough, they say. Okay, fuck it.
Anyway, Damarco, I hate to be the bad news bear. I think live
stop.
service is
That's-
gonna.
Stop!
I think
Just
live-
don't!
Uh,
I'm
is
having
that
a good
better?
time!
There we go. I think I did it. I'm for
Don't
real this
ruin
time.
it.
I think I fixed my shit. There you go. There you go, chat. All right. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
You're asking me not to ruin it after what we just witnessed Red do?
I'd rather see that again than you ruining my good news.
This is great.
All right, Red, continue
Uh,
then. Do it again.
Oh, oh, you mean lick the chat? By the way, chat. What I was licking was chapstick, just straight old, pure, unadulterated chapstick. That's right. This episode is sponsored by Chapstick, and this is a brand. This is a classic original flavor. Flavor? Well, it is now. If you weren't eating it then, you're gonna be eating it now. Listen, if you like lube, we got a treat for you. Like Todd Howard said, you see that chapstick? You can lick it. Oh man, oh.
Oh my gosh.
Oh no, I just rubbed my eye. My eye's burning. Oh no.
Oh.
Oh no, put chapstick in my eye. That's not gonna work. Oh fuck. Oh yeah, it's in my eye. Yep.
So the
he's
inside
gone.
joke is for everybody who doesn't know, Damarco just straight leaves whenever he's done. He just he will leave your chat, he will leave a call, he will leave a game party. He'll just gone. Like boom. No regrets. He won't come back. Sometimes he comes back.
I usually come back.
Depending on how committed he is to the bit. That's how long it takes for him to come back. Am I right?
Yeah. That's 100%. You got it accurate.
Yeah. I don't know why it took Discord a minute to let me leave. Like, he left, I hit the end call button at the same time. It took like 3 extra seconds. Don't know why.
So, live service, huh?
I can't take this show seriously anymore. I'm past.
Wait, you were
Yeah.
taking it seriously the whole time?
I was
No wonder you've
trying.
been
I was trying when I brought up my topic. It was my effort. I
Hey.
put in my effort. It's up to Holly now. She has to bring this back. Fix it.
Hey, I tried. You just didn't like my angle.
Hmm.
All right, give your angle, Assassin.
Tonight is super extra. It's super extra.
Look,
This is extra
let me
extra.
If you had let me finish talking to Marco, I would have said, they're coming,
Yes.
but they're gonna fail.
He left again.
Great. All
He
right.
left because Red came back.
Ted Diddy. God, I love this. That's fine. Anyway,
They call it
Everyone-
the breeze.
guys, if you're having a good time, hit the the like button, and show us,
Stop.
let us know that you're still here and you're with us. Just hold on strong. We're doing great. We're doing fine. Anyway,
You lost
see,
like 5
Seth,
subscribers, by the way.
I'm not surprised. Listen, I didn't deserve the 40 that I got over the. By the way, shout out to everyone who subbed. If you're new here and you're lingering but you're not chatting, jump in chat. Say hello. Just say hi. That's it. No one's gonna attack you. No one's gonna lick you. C-Seth said, "What a pod episode to get back into." Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, it's been a while.
It's because he came back that this happened.
Yeah, exactly.
Damn it, C-Seth.
Oh man, a good old Dawn Dishlick would save me right there. In Nick's face right now, it says everything. Like it aged really well. So
Can you
that
get
would be-
his photo off of my profile pic, please?
You love him being on top of you. Come on, it's your dream come true. Yeah. All right,
It's a union.
I'll take him away slowly.
I need a union after this podcast.
Here's that better. Oh whoa!
No,
he
what
got
you
big.
need is a confession for shit that you didn't even do.
I'm just gonna put him over Geralt.
Father, I need to confess. What is your confession, my son? Oh, it's not mine, it's someone else's.
Bye, sheep shield, Nick.
Oh yeah, I need to set Rend. I need to set not Rend. I need to set Red. Fuck. Alright, take 2.
Yeah.
I need to send Red the clip that I posted on Twitter last night, which he didn't react to at all. Piece of shit.
Is there a new one?
Oh my! I tagged him in everything.
He doesn't need to see it. It has false advertising at the end.
Okay. Gotcha,
Oh, fuck
gotcha.
off.
Um,
No. No.
No, I did
I
see
went
it.
hard
It
on
was
Damarco,
was
though.
very funny. I just was just not. It's been a really like lots of stuff happening. You know what I mean? With me specifically. So
No, I don't.
It's
Please
just
explain
been-
more, Mr. Chatman.
nah, it's fine. It's fine.
Hey, you know what Red did do?
What did I
He
do?
finished Gears Judgment.
Yeah, we did. So Holly and I, thank you. We have been playing Gears of War Judgment, where I eventually just ended up turning off all the audio for that game because nothing fucking makes sense. There's no story whatsoever. It's just a hallway shooter. Every single segment of that mission is 4 minutes long. And then once Holly and I were on the boss fighting the final boss, it's crazy how the earth is blue and sometimes it's green. She's like, oh, it's just weird. And then the game ends and we just keep having a conversation, whatever. And 5 minutes later, we're like, that ending kind of sucked. But we didn't even talk about it in the moment while we were beating it. We just beat the game. We just talked afterwards, yeah, we just beat the game. Anyway, Gears of War Judgment, not good. Thank you. Not a good game. Not a good Gears game, is what I'll say. It's just not good. Do you agree, Holly?
Yeah, and it's the only one I would put in that category.
Yeah, it's just
For me.
weird. Just a weird Gears game. Yeah. But we'll be getting into
It's not a
Gears.
mainline though, so
No,
not really,
yeah.
really. So
Yeah, so I'm.
How is
getting
it
into-
different from the others? What made it worse?
Go ahead.
this,
Holly.
I don't even know what the story was really. We inferred what the story was, but we didn't actually understand
A
what
group
was
of
going
people get in
on.
trouble and they're being accused of war crimes because they took liberties during war to save people, and now they're on trial. Judgment. That's the whole name of the title. So as you're playing
And-
the game, every member of the team is telling their story about what happened next, and so then you cut to them in the past, and then you go back to present day, which is them standing before a judge who is literally just in the middle of a war shooting people. So stupid.
And the chapters are only 3 to 5 minutes long. You just
Yeah.
walk in and you do a little fight, and then it's bong, and then you get the little
Wait, what is it like?
Bong.
bong.
Okay, just checking.
And
Just
what do
making
you
sure.
smoke out of?
Bong.
Bong. Great. Little 420 callback. Yeah. But it was just it's so arcadey and just not. It doesn't have that weighty, intense vibe that the other ones had, where something would happen. And you're like, oh shit. And I feel because it felt so linear, it felt really disjointed because, like Holly said, as soon as you get done with a segment, it's just scoreboard. You got 15 kills. You got 2 revives. And it's just it makes it's
It's a bit
it's
tone
not
deaf.
good. Yeah, so just don't do that. Oh, spoils. I'm sorry, see stuff.
It looks fantastic though. It's
It looks really good.
beautiful.
For
Yeah.
a game of its age. Yeah, exactly.
Mhm.
Yeah, so that's been
So
good.
does Last of Us 2, but
Yeah.
We don't talk about that here.
I
That's a
actually like
whole
Last of Us 2.
thing. That's a whole thing.
I see. Your tastes have gotten worse.
I always liked Last of Us 2. I didn't think it was the best, but this is a different conversation. We're not doing this now.
What did you like about Last
Yeah,
of
we're
Us?
looking for a new member.
What did I like about it?
God.
I like the gameplay. I really like the gameplay loop of the first one, where you open drawers and half of them are empty, and you're just literally. I like the peaceful, tranquil moments of let me just try to find and have the bare minimum. I like that the game always kept you at a resource deficit, or you always felt at least like you were, and I like the gameplay. I really
Well-
think the gameplay was fun.
I think we all agree the gameplay is
Yeah.
incredible. Visuals incredible.
Yeah. But the
Everything
story,
is
the
incredible
story of the
about that
pacing,
game.
the pacing was terrible. The pacing.
Okay, so what did you like about the story?
I liked that the story had can we do spoilers? We could do spoilers.
Yeah, fuck
I
it.
like that the story. Yeah, I like that the story had the gumption to kill Joel, because
Wow, you went right there. Okay.
the world. Listen, the world of The Last of Us is always one that I saw was not something that was forgiving. Like it was but nobody is safe in that world. I just think that the way they went about, like, there's a much better way they could have done it. But I can respect that they made that decision and didn't just say, hey, we could just leave Joel alive because everyone likes him and it's safe and we know that people like it. And Joel and Ellie adventures, 100 games adventures, Joel and Ellie forever. What, 10 seasons, 10 seasons, Morty.
Jelly.
10 seasons, Morty. 100 seasons. So
I get the reference.
I like, I do genuinely like that about it. That I think the story also, I think Abby could have been a good character. I think the problem was the way they laid the story out. Like, I remember I watched Jacksepticeye play the game, and he explained how a lot of the emotional beats that it was, after he finished it, I think, a lot of the emotional beats that it was trying to hit didn't land because of the order that they told the story. And and you could have had so, like, it could have been so much more significant if, for example, the game started off with the scene where Ellie's climbing up on the dinosaur and they're going to that museum. Immediately, that would have changed so much of the feeling that the game started with. And so, So I'm reading your Donnie's chat.
I do,
Damarco
yeah.
Bandage. So anyway, I think there's redeeming things about it, but overall, as a whole, the best thing about it is the gameplay, not much else.
Okay, that's fair. That's like the most like reasonable take I've ever heard. Yadani,
I liked the game. I thought it was a good game. I just didn't think it was
He
a great
abandoned us twice, for the record.
He
game.
did.
Yeah, it was 2 times.
He
It
did.
was 2 times.
And I abandoned y'all once.
But I always
But,
The night's young.
I'm like
dude,
I'm like a boomerang.
speaking of
just
boom,
to have a little Last of Us Part 2 rant,
Oh,
I've
go ahead.
never had an issue with Joel's death. I do. When I was getting ready to play the game, I had a feeling that Joel wasn't gonna come out of the sequel unscathed. He was gonna bite the bullet for the things that he did in the first game. We all knew that. It's how they did it. That's
Yeah.
the problem. Like,
it's how and when.
in my scenario, Ellie and Joel would have been living in Jackson. They would still be having to do terrible things. But then Abby comes along. We don't know who this character is. Completely different villain comes into the play. We get to know Abby more through Ellie and Joel. Bombshell at the end of the game. Joel killed Abby's dad. Abby was looking for Joel the whole time. Game ends with Abby killing Joel. Then we get the whole revenge story in part 3. That's how they should have done it. But nope, they had to make Abby completely unlikable from the beginning. They had to turn Ellie from a hopeful, we can do this if we just have each other, into a majorly depressive young character that you could find at a Starbucks. Like, what the hell? And
Not
then
at a
Joel to
Dunkin'.
just go out like that at the beginning. It's just fucked up. I guarantee you, so many people are there. A lot of people say when you talk about The Last of Us Part 2, oh, it's just a lot of haters. Yeah, sure. Let's see what happens when Part 3 is announced and we get a bunch of boos from the crowd in the chat. Let's see what happens, man. Because I'm no longer interested in the franchise after 2. 1 was a masterpiece, in my opinion. 2 was the exact opposite. And that is the end of my TED Talk. Or, in this case, Red Talk.
Hey, speaking of coining things, Yadani Casada, thank you so much, bro, for the $2 super chat. He says incorporate the bong sound to go to the next topic. I do need to update that. I need to update the sounds. And I'm looking into improving the show overall, just improving everything. With saving up for a new PC and whatnot, and hopefully getting a soundboard to where I can actually make sounds. Because every time that there's a sound bite, it's not me. It's one of these folks that are making the sounds happen. Exactly. Yeah. So everything is improving, and I want to give a shout out to Lotus Esprit, and Yadani and Colt and Dante Moody and Assassin and anyone who has put in super chats. All that money is going towards improving the show and the channel overall. So thank you guys so much again for that, sincerely. Yeah, and everyone seems to love. Jax82 says, I'm sorry, Joel dying. I wasn't prepared for that. Yeah. They did a lot of things wrong. Yeah. Let's move on. Making Damarco wear false eyelashes could also improve the show. It could. Yeah. Oh, man. I love that. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with us. Yeah, we're having a good time tonight. Arcane Realm says, the Renegade Realm crew tries to do a podcast without talking about Last of Us 2 challenge. Impossible. Indeed,
sir. Indeed.
Yes. Yadani says, round
It would actually be about a Bethesda game.
Or about a Bethesda game, exactly.
Yeah.
Yes.
That is true. Now let's talk about 15 minutes about why Starfield sucks.
All right.
I'm just kidding.
Let's see. Kick from.
See, you're doing exactly what I accused you of. You're doing it right now.
Yeah, I didn't actually do it though. I was just joking.
Yeah, no.
Yadani said, "I wonder how the show will do." Yadani said, "I wonder how the show will do if they stick to the games."
People are already warning people. I remember whenever people were raving about the show, and people online were like, not looking forward to season 2. People were like, what do you mean it's not even out? They're like, this is based on a video game, and everyone had to do the explanation and be like, trust me, you're gonna hate it, you're gonna be so mad. And everyone's like, fuck. And I'm there's been so much talk around how they're gonna try to work around that. Like even Neil Druckmann, as wonderful as he is, talking about
he's gonna lean into it.
Yeah, in him being
he blocks everyone who criticizes the game, right? Like, he blocks anybody that talks even the most constructive criticism about Part 2. He blocks them. He just can't handle criticism.
I would love to see a actual sort of interview with Neil Druckmann with someone who disagrees, and they can actually have a conversation. I would love to hear. And maybe that's already happened before, but I haven't seen it. And if I haven't seen it, doesn't exist. But I would love to see someone be, respectful and critical, and them have a conversation, and him not be a complete Neil Druckmann about everything. Johnny says, what? He says, what? Sorry, I'm
the heart.
I didn't mean to do all that. Yeah, I'm trying to get rid of it. Johnny says, have you had the talk with your partner? You watch the show with Red Wolf? Donnie, are you okay?
What the hell? Donnie, are you having a stroke?
He's fine. It's fine. It's still 4:20 over there in wherever he lives. Time zones are weird.
Half an hour
Texas.
from Assassin.
Oh, sorry. Right. That's right.
It's
sorry.
Texas, and it's 6:30. Twat.
Right. God. Anyway, so hey, this is really, speaking of TV shows and movie adaptations. Boom or bong. There you go, Udani. On the next topic, Fallout TV show. DeMarco's like, fuck everything. Fallout TV show.
Sleeping.
Fallout TV show has absolutely exploded the numbers of the concurrent players of Fallout 76 specifically has had a huge increase. What is it? Over 70,000 players all the way around. Over 50,000 on
peaks?
Steam.
I thought I was reading that they reached peak player counts for some of these titles.
Peaks of over 50,000 on Steam, and then overall with consoles included, it was like 70,000. Isn't that right?
So on Steam, they were tied with Helldivers 2 at 180,000 concurrent players on Fallout 76 on Steam. And then DeMarco mentioned it just a second ago. Bethesda announced that 1 million is it new or concurrent players on Fallout 76 as a whole, Damarco? Does it say? Oh, damn. I thought you knew. But they had a total of 5 million players all across all of the Fallout games.
They had
Very
a million.
impressive.
They had over 1 million on all the Fallout
A
games
million?
in a day.
It's wild, man. That's insane.
No, 1 million on
In
Fallout
Appalachia.
76 in a day.
Yes.
Appalachia,
yes.
that's 76, yeah.
And
As a
over
whole,
5
for the
million
whole
for all the
franchise.
games. Right?
Yeah, 5 million.
Big.
Yes, ma'am, you're correct.
That's insane.
That's
Yeah,
crazy.
that's insane. And what is that compared to? I don't know how to look that up. What is that compared to Cyberpunk and The Witcher? Whenever, oh my God, sorry, am I having a stroke? On my ear
When
right now? My
Cyberpunk
ear's so really
Edgerunners
loud.
came out, Cyberpunk had an increase of 1 million, and The Witcher 3 sold an extra, I think, 3 or 5 million copies when that show came out on Netflix. No, the Sonic games also had an increase when the movies came out.
Well, everything does,
Video
I think,
game
right?
adaptations.
Mhm.
When it's successful and it stays faithful to the lore, yes. When it doesn't, like Halo,
Well, you just said
it's
Witcher.
shit.
You just said Witcher, but Witcher wasn't faithful. I mean, it was faithful to the lore, but not.
Well, Henry Cavill tried to
Which,
make it as
DeMarco,
faithful
that
as he
could have
could.
been. Well, I was gonna say that could have been also due to if something's not faithful and someone said I was really hyped for this and it's not faithful, I want to go back to what I know that it's
what you
supposed to
like,
be,
and
you
yeah,
know?
yeah.
Which Holly and I talked about that in party chat, like or I don't know when we talked about it. Maybe it was a dream that I had, but like it's a win-win situation, or maybe it was Colt. I don't know.
Dream about Holly and Colt in your dreams?
No. Yes,
don't?
I do dream about Colt. But there is
I
something
haven't
to be
made it
said
yet.
about, like, we have yeah, exactly. Whenever a show doesn't do well, it's gonna push you back to what you know it should have been, which would be, especially in terms of video game adaptations, it's gonna push you back towards what you know that it should have been. So Witcher didn't hit for some people, and they said, I still want to enjoy The Witcher. This makes me want to play the game, knowing that that's where the source material. That's where their first interpretation of it came from, and that's what they love. If the show does really well, if The Witcher people love The Witcher, guess what? They're still gonna go back and play the game. It's gonna get them hyped for it, so it's a win-win. So I think either way you win on that front. So whenever the BioShock TV show comes out, people are gonna go straight back to BioShock. Yeah. Whenever the Mass Effect TV show comes out, starring Henry Cavill as Commander Shepard, that's going to be a hit. People are going to go back and play that, so it's going to be great. What is it?
Isn't he doing Warhammer?
Yes, and
That's gonna do well.
He's going to be
Because
Shepard.
he loves Warhammer.
Yes, and he loves Mass Effect, and he's going to be Commander Shepard. So, anyway.
Is there a video game show or movie that you guys are excited about?
Mass Effect with Henry Cavill as Master Shepard. Commander
That's
Shepard.
not announced. That's not real. Shut your mouth. Give me a real one.
Hey, everybody, vote. Go to
I'm
petition.
really excited for the Elder Scrolls animated TV show.
I hate you all.
Is that real?
Yeah.
No.
Yo, I heard a rumor about. I thought that was. I thought that was.
Todd said in an interview after the success of Fallout that they were heavily considering doing an Elder Scrolls show, but they want to do something different from it, so they might have They were looking into animation for it.
that would
Okay,
be
now you got me hyped.
so
Now that
amazing.
would be great.
It would be if it was real, wouldn't it?
You bitch.
I was gonna say, like, I thought he was the opposite, where he was
You
like, "No, we're
fucking
not
whore."
doing Elder Scrolls."
Yeah, that would be
People
pretty
were
cool,
like,
wouldn't it?
Yeah, that'd be dope.
You know
Hire
what? I
DeMarco.
don't regret putting you in that clip.
There
I
we
don't
go.
regret it.
I need
don't
to
know
watch
what clip
again.
you're
I
talking
watched
about,
it at like 7 a.m. this morning, and I was
Oh,
like,
you'll see it, because I'm going to send it to Red in a minute.
No, okay.
You'll see it.
okay.
That's cool.
If you send it right now via email, I can put it up on the show for people to watch. But go ahead.
Oh, I thought we were doing that as the end of the show thing, but alright.
Yeah, go ahead.
Alright, I'll send it. You guys keep talking.
Okay.
Ollie, what
Um,
show are you wanting to see?
BioShock, baby.
How do you think that's gonna be? Do you think it's
Okay,
gonna be
are
a
y'all
direct
pulling my
adaptation?
chain?
No,
Why
that's a
would I
real
be
thing. BioShock is
Yeah,
real.
it's a Netflix thing. It's a movie.
Yeah.
First time I'm hearing about it.
Yeah.
It's been going on for a while. I'm
So
just worried that it's on Netflix, but
I know. So it is a movie?
it's a movie, which makes me even more nervous because I feel like Netflix and
Yeah.
movies is kind of hit and miss. Mostly
Shit.
miss. Yeah.
If
The
I
other
had
show
to
that
pick,
I
though-
think they should make, a Dishonored show. Because the world is super cool. It'd be like that. Like
animated or
dark
live action?
live action. I'm not much into animated stuff.
Wow.
I mean, it could be good as animated. It could be very good as animated, but I just think there's a lot of the cool, like, assassin-y style tricks, and then with the powers and Corvo and Emily, and it's a good story, and the world is very dynamic. So, you could do a lot with it, and then it's dark and mysterious, and I think people would be drawn to that.
It's just that, like, it's the same thing. Like, whenever I remember the KOTOR movie, it was the KOTOR movie. Damarco, keep me honest here. KOTOR was in the works, and it was going to be a trilogy, and it was going to follow the original game. Right there, we go. He's agreeing. I can tell his.
I can't say about that. I actually don't know. I think that they were considering doing Old Republic films, but now ultimately the direction that Lucasfilm is going is with the High Republic movies that are coming out.
Right. So it was KOTOR first, and then they canned it, and then they said, let's just do Old Republic TV show, or sorry, High Republic
High Republic
TV show.
movies.
Yeah, and TV shows and whatever. Let's just go to a whole other place and do our own
They're doing
thing.
that era, yeah.
And the first thing that I thought about was, like, a lot of these games have big story things that happen in it that would be really great for new viewers that haven't played the game to experience those twists and whatnot. BioShock being one of them, which is huge. KOTOR being another one that's huge. And a lot of these game stories are remembered heavily because of those story twists. And so I think that's why if I sneeze, okay, I think I'm fine. That's why I think that it would behoove them if they would follow the story of a man falling from a plane that crashed in the water with the BioShock movie. But it's just like there's not enough time in a movie for video game adaptations.
That's why they usually fail, because we know a story to be a certain thing, right? And
Yeah.
it's
So
hard
many
because we know what the story is, we know all the steps of it, but other people don't know. So maybe to them they're not missing anything, but we know that you cut out this whole part, you cut out Fontaine Fisheries, you cut out the garden, like all of those things. And them, it might not be a big deal to somebody who doesn't know, but to us, we're like, well, it's mid because, just like when you watch The Last of Us, the TV show, it's excellent, but they cut out a lot of the story that I thought, man, I really wish they'd spent more time on this instead of this, or so be it, right? They could have easily turned The Last of Us into the first game into 2 seasons of a show, like a whole 2 seasons.
100%.
And that would have been more interesting to me.
And
because
that's
they could have
see to pull from because it's made as a cinematic.
The season 1
yeah.
finale.
Plus
If
you don't know if you're getting a second season, right?
If they were
Right.
to split the first game into 2 seasons, season finale should have been when Joel collapsed after the university fight with the bandits. Right then and there. Cut. Second
I
season,
mean, they're
deal with the rest of the game. But
Yeah, Netflix has. Nerds and Other Legends says Dishonored would be so good too. Yeah, that'd be awesome. Oh my god, I would love that. Gears is the big one. Yeah, Gray Monad. What's up, bro? Hope you're doing good. Gears, man, that one I'm really excited for, and I feel like they could really nail Gears really well, as long as they just get the tone right, make everything really gray and brown and gritty and dirty and smelly. That'd be great. That's what people want.
Gears
Nerds and
has
Other
4
Legends-
video game adaptations in the works. They have Gears, they have Horizon, they have Tomb Raider, and the one I'm excited for the most, Devil May Cry. That
Devil
one I'm
May
the most
Cry.
excited for.
But Devil May Cry is
Devil
animated.
May Cry. What's the problem with animated?
Nothing. I thought you were saying. I thought we were talking about live action.
No, I'm
You're
talking
just talking
about just in general.
Adaptations. Okay. Yeah. Devil May Cry is one of my favorite of all time. Like I was still am like a massive fan of Devil May Cry. I grew up and Dante was just like the greatest.
And he never talks about it.
But I never talk because I beat them all. What's the lore in Devil May Cry? It's done. You know. Nerds and Other Legends. What made Fallout so great is that it does not hinge on the interpretation of any particular main character. It was all about nailing the world only. Exactly. The world is the main character in the Fallout TV show, which is what I said on Cody Eastwood's show. That was one of the main reasons that the show succeeded, in my opinion, was because they didn't rely on any sort of legacy characters, because you didn't get them right. That's not how they talk. That's not how they walk. That's not how they look. Whatever. It was just the world that they nailed. So really well said, nerds. I totally 1,000% agree with you there. Can I get back to the Q&A? I've never done the Q&A. I'm just trying to test this out and see. Jonas says, how about that Manor Lords? Huh? Releases in early access in 2 days. Day 1 on Game Pass. Neat, huh? Oh my god. So I had to relook at Manor Lords. Manor Lords. I'm really excited for that game. It
Yes,
looks
me too.
fucking awesome. Like,
Me too. Is
holy
it
shit.
multiplayer? Like,
Please, I don't know. Jonas could tell us, but I don't know. But that would be like lose my life game if it was multiplayer. It would just be every day, getting home, getting with your boys. Let's build our town. Let's do this. Let's live our life.
no! Jonas said no.
It's not F. Maybe one day. That'd be really demanding.
Single player.
Yeah. Damarco, are you excited for Manor Lords?
Yeah.
Hey, when they add multiplayer, I got dibs on Jonas.
Okay, yeah.
Go find your own friend.
Manor Lords looks like a really. I wasn't. It was one of those games that I saw and I went, oh man, that's really cool for people who like this type of thing. And then I was speaking with Jonas, who's very excited about it, and I sort of sat down, took a moment to actually really look at the game, and I went, this is very cool. I like that it has a good balance of simplicity for players who aren't necessarily familiar with that genre, like the way you set up buildings and such, or like plots of land was really convenient, where it's just like click, drag, the houses will go here, done. Like, I like that type of stuff. I think that's a good convenience. But at the same time, the early access of it, I would probably just wait till the full game is done, and then jump into it then.
Okay, that's fair. That's totally fair.
I don't know if either of you are the same way, but I always get, when I play a game in early access, it makes it harder for me to enjoy the game when it's fully released, because I get used to the game in a certain state, and then they add all these new things, and then like an old curmudgeon-y man, I go, yeah, I don't get any of this new stuff. And I just get confused, and I get overwhelmed by it, especially if it's been multiple patches since I last played it. And I would rather just go in when everything's already there.
For me, most times I've
Fair.
already beat the game by the time it hits its official release, and then I'm just like, well, I don't want to go back and do it again, right? At least not now. So,
Shout out to Lexi, part of Lorefield podcast. That's not gone, by the way. So good to see you, Lex, in chat. I hope you're doing good. She just said, "Sup, gamers?" Yes, Lex. Shout out to you. And hope you're doing good. Seriously, we need to get you on again sometime. We'll talk. I'll DM you. We'll figure out a good time. Because Mitch is alive and well, and I'm gonna hunt him down. Anyway, yeah. Shout out to you, Lex. I'm glad to see you in chat. Thank you for saying hello. Yeah. Sorry. Go back real quick. Yadani will Embracer divvy up more studios. Who will get what in this world of conglomeration? What do you think about that, Assassin? Huh?
Think about what exactly?
Will Embracer divvy up more studios? Who will get what?
I mean, I don't think. I'm not too sure. I mean, I'm kind of on the fence about acquisitions at the moment. Industry needs to heal. Like, we have people losing their jobs already. Like, can we just not lose more jobs first before we consider acquiring more studios? Please? That would be great. That way, developers don't have to worry about getting kicked out and having uncertainty about this hobby that we all love so much.
Assassin, did you see that they split Embracer into three different companies?
Yes. Yes, I
Okay.
did. One,
like-
so three.
The names are horrible.
Three. They are. They really
Yeah.
are.
They're really bad.
One of them
one
like
is
what?
focusing-
Middle Earth and Friends.
Like Coffee and Friends.
Middle Earth
or
and
something. Yeah,
Friends.
right.
Middle Earth and Friends.
There's another
so
in Friends
Middle Earth
one.
and Friends, which is Crystal Dynamics, Eidos, 4A. Those are the AAA studios. They have Coffee Stain and Friends. That is the AA and indie part of Embracer. And then they have whatever the fuck the third one is, and that's Damarco's favorite thing in the world, tabletops.
Every time I see Lord of the Rings come up in modern media, all I can think about is, look at how they're butchering my boy. Look at how they're
what they
butchering
did to
it.
My boy.
And I'm
Yeah.
never excited
2 years
for
from now.
anything Lord of the Rings anymore. And I love Lord of the Rings. And I'm reading the books, and Andy
Hey,
Serkis
Red.
is narrating it. I'm listening to them. I'm sorry.
Yes.
So, I know I said acquisitions need to be put on hold for a while, but let's just say like 4 or 5 years from now, right? Microsoft is acquiring again. First thing they get, the Middle Earth and Friends team. They get Crystal. They get Eidos. They get that entire slate. They get Metro. And they get Middle Earth. They get Lord of the Rings. What exactly is the reaction? How would that make us feel?
Fascinating story. Any chance you're nearing the end?
Sorry. Just like that. That would make me feel that way. So anyway. Oh, my life.
You fall asleep into Sleeping Beauty?
Yeah, pretty much. Oh, he said I was pretty. Yeah, that'd be great.
That's not what I
That'd be
said.
great. You said Sleeping Beauty and say Sleeping Ugly. Anyway. Lexi says also, Red, as I said, Lorefield ain't dead. Not yet. Just hiatus. Oh, I know. Girl, shoot. Yeah, I know how it is. Yeah, okay, anyway, let's get to this last thing here before we start rapping and tapping. No, I'm sorry. Can you make replace go? Oh my god, replace. Yeah, I want replace to come out so bad. Okay, this is
That got delayed, didn't it?
Yeah, it did.
All
It did,
24.
Yeah, so it's
No, it
still
got
coming
delayed
out
to
this year.
2025.
No, they
Fall of
they did,
24.
yeah, they did like a whole like
Pretty sure they said
apology-
25.
No. You see, 23 comes before 24. After that comes 25. What they're doing is they're staying in between 23 and 25. So, let's
Okay.
move on.
That's
Nerds-
topic.
All right, Nerds and Other Legends. Did you guys see Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 reveal? Any fans? Jonas, this would be whenever Jonas comes in. I wish Jonas was here because I think he's the only person that likes this. Yeah. Anyway, I guess no one's played it.
Damarco.
I'm kidding. Damarco. Damarco. Yeah, man. How'd you feel about that reveal? Even I, as someone who hates the game, was like, "Damn, that looks really good."
Fascinating story. Any chance you're nearing the end?
That wasn't me.
And that was the
Was
review
me.
podcast. Thank you guys so much for joining.
All right. Well, we'll see you guys next time.
We'll see you
All
guys
right.
next time.
Yep. Bye, everyone. Oh, wait. It's not letting us. It's not letting us.
Oh my god. Please tell me you.
We're not going to be able to end the show.
Oh no!
Sorry, go ahead,
Oh,
Marco.
God.
Marco,
Good reveal.
keep talking.
Dude, it was a really good reveal. Daniel Vavra, I believe his name is. He was the guy who was kind of the lead of the studio. He gives me big Sven energy from Larian, and I love it. I love that about him. I love him. I think he's great. He's awesome. He's fantastic. And listen, there was some behind closed doors stuff that I heard about that was shown off, and they gave some more details and they showed a little bit more of it. And from what I've heard, it's looking good. It's looking really, really good if you're a fan of that game, and it's looking good in a way where I don't know if you're not a fan of the first one, if it's really going to sway you over, but at least from what they've talked about, the idea that they're able to capture what they wanted to now, that they have the budget, they have the funding, they have the experience, most importantly, and they have the devs that stayed, a lot of the same devs that are working on this one, to do all of those things. And Kingdom Come Deliverance 1 was already a good game. It was already a solid game, and they're saying, yeah, but we didn't do what we wanted to with that. Like, we didn't get any of it. He was basically saying, it's like, that was just a fluke. That was a test run. That was the beta. That was a 0.5 release. Now you're getting the 1.0 with Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. And that gets me extremely excited for it, because I wish more people would try it. I wish more people would give it a solid chance. There's a lot of cool mechanics, and they did things that no other studio has ever done. Or not that they have never done it, but
Yeah.
a lot of studios don't try to do, because it's risky. They took risks. For that reason
They
alone,
really
I think
did.
it has a special place in my heart.
And I'm sure that they could at least add some optional things to streamline things for people who just want entry-level RPG-ness. I love the idea of what Kingdom Come 1 did. It's such an investment, and it's just, I get it, like, because the idea is that as a player, you are Henry, so as you play, you get better. Like, you literally start to understand the mechanics of the game along with him. It's literally, and Jonas said, it's so hardcore that you literally can't read. You have to learn how to read in that game. That's how hardcore it is. Yeah. So I'm just hoping that they at least just add some options for people who really, and I'm sure that they will, because they don't want to take away from anything that made it special to begin with. So if they just change the combat altogether, then the people who loved it, like you and Jonas, like, for what it was, that's going to take away a lot of this one. Now I love the first one. I'm gonna go back to play the first one, kind of thing.
I thought you were going to say, if
Assassin-
they just changed the
Yeah.
combat altogether, then it would actually be much better.
No, because that's really what made it special. Like, everything that, I don't think that they should change anything. I think they should elevate and capitalize on what they did in the first one, even though it's not for me. I'm just saying, at the very least, I hope that they would add options for people trying to get into it, knowing that it's a game with a lot of popularity, to try to get people in that don't want to learn how to read. Again, Assassin, Holly, oh shit, Yadani. Oh my god. Fantastic.
Assassin, you don't have to.
Your
do this.
song is chosen.
You don't.
Your
have
song
to
has
do
been
this
chosen.
one.
Yadani, thank you so much
You-
for
you
this.
don't-
It's $20
you don't-
super chat. Holy shit.
You don't have to do that one.
I really appreciate that, man. Yadani,
All right, I'm back. What's going on?
Assassin, Yadani dropped an
amazing, massive $20 super chat.
And he says, Assassin song.
Okay.
If you're horny, let's do it. Ride in my... Listen, you know what this is. You know what song this is, right?
No, I don't.
Okay. What's the song, Holly?
What's the big sign?
Genuine, my pony.
There you go. Assassin, you just whenever you're ready.
Yeah.
And what is this, Holly? Is this the verse of the song?
It's the chorus.
Okay, so we'll give Assassin a minute to look up that song and listen to the chorus, and he'll be with us in a minute and sing that song, baby.
Do you know it?
Do I know it? I don't know. Maybe if I heard it.
So you don't know enough of the lyrics.
Is it one of those songs where like a genuine my pony is first thing that pops up? Is it one of those songs like I'll hear it and be like, oh yeah.
Yes, it's massively popular from the way back. One chorus,
Way
one
back.
line.
Let me see.
Do you know it, Damarco? I take that as a no. Yep.
Yep. I remember this. I do indeed remember this. It's only got 191 million views, Assassin. So,
No pressure or anything. Perform
no
it.
pressure. Yeah, we got you. We got your back. No, I remember getting down to that back in the day. Back in my day. I listen, Colt. I know the songs when I hear it, but I don't know a lot of like the names of the songs. So once I hear them, I'm like, yeah, I got you. Everyone's just telling us how young we are. Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah. Oh, speaking of young, Damarco, you just had a birthday that I didn't know about. Happy birthday. Everyone in chat, wish Damarco a happy birthday. He just had it 2 days ago. 3 days ago. Sorry. And he is
4 days ago.
4 days ago.
5 days ago.
5 days ago.
6 days ago. Last month
No.
ago.
It was 4 for real.
Last month ago.
Last month ago, exactly. Do you want to tell everyone how old you are, or do you just want to say I'm old?
I'm an old man. My handicap sticker's coming in the mail. In a couple days. Slipped in the shower the other day. Broke my hip. You know, I can't leave this chair. Actually, I'm here by
You just
not
roll
by
around
choice.
in your office chair. Oh my god!
It catches up to you.
Colt says happy 18th birthday to Marco.
Here, let me get my glasses to read that. Oh, I broke them again.
Nerds and other legends. I'm guessing.
Where are they? Where are they?
I don't know where my glasses
Where's
are.
my glasses?
I can't find them.
Yeah, that's great. That's how it happens. That's what happens.
Oh god.
All right, you ready, Assassin?
He just heard the song.
Why am I doing this?
Just do it. Just do it, bro. I wish we could drop
Let's
a
go.
sick beat for you.
Look, you don't have to do this one.
Yeah, you do. Oh, you're gonna do it, DeMarco?
No.
I'm fine with DeMarco doing it in my place.
No.
Ah,
No. No.
It's
No.
it's
God
it's
damn it.
happening.
All right, then you three need to shut up and let me hear
I'm
the
ready.
song because I'm actually gonna sing it with it.
There we go. Okay, all right, let's go. All right,
Oh god, I can't believe.
put
I'm
your
doing
mic
this.
up to your mouth.
Stop.
All right, everyone in chat,
Okay.
let me see the hands up emoji or the clap emoji.
All right, 3, 2, 1. Pony, let's do it. Ride it, my pony. My saddle's waiting, Come and jump on it. Let's do it. Ride it. My pony. My saddle's waiting. Come and jump on it. Sitting here posting. Taping your stilo. There. You happy?
Let's go! Fantastic.
Assholes.
Absolutely wonderful. That was fantastic. Yes. Look at
All
everybody.
right,
in the
can
chat.
we all
They
agree
loved
my
it.
singing sucks?
Oh man, no, that was beautiful. That was beautiful. Everyone loved it. Look at that.
Oh
That
my
was great.
god, I'm just now seeing all the emojis.
Yes, people love you. That was so good.
My singing is
Thank
not
you.
that
Donnie.
good, guys. Come on.
Ew,
That was
Donnie.
good. Oh,
Yo,
man.
Donnie, you can just text us next week. You know I'm just super chat it. But we do
Yeah,
expect your epic options for songs.
That's right. That's right. If you want to hear the the white man doing the whole rap songs, then I'm still down for that.
God.
So there
And
we go.
help Red get to it. Was it 750 for WAP?
Yeah, once
And-
I get to 750 subs, I'll do WAP, and I'll do it in the whitest way possible, and I'll just read it out just like this.
He'll wear a cowboy hat while he does it.
And I will. I'll go find a special hat. I'll
Yeah,
find
just so you
something
know, I sent the
to do
clip
it.
to you, by the way.
So if you guys, and I'll play that clip. So if you guys want to hear me just do WAP, the white WAP. Ollie's dying. Or I can't tell if she's laughing. or
Bolt
she's
gained
looking
his
for something.
virginity back from that.
If you guys want to hear me do white WAP, then just share this podcast out, subscribe,
Okay, I
tweet
can't
it
tell if
out,
that's a
whatever.
good thing or a bad thing. Did I really do that bad?
let's get us to 750. Andrew Cullinane's doing dab. I love it. I love how Scorpio just comes in out of nowhere with the monkey emoji being like, it's so funny. So yeah, there's so many of you guys hiding in chat. Oh my god. Yeah, CSEF said, oh, can I turn it back up? CSEF loved that. Yeah, love that.
No, he did
Um,
not. None of
True
y'all loved it.
77.
Stop it.
Yes. It calls as I gained my virginity, bro.
That's what I was laughing
I
at.
know. I know. That's what I'm saying. Did I really do that horrible of a job?
I got it back. Oh my god. His wife.
I noticed
just kicks in
DeMarco
the
had his
door.
camera off, so I
Oh.
must have done a terrible job.
Oh,
I
man.
didn't want to be associated with that bit.
He didn't want to be
I want-
clipped.
I wanted to
Right.
be removed from that bit.
That's okay. Come on. There's
You don't have
salmon
the
in
pleasure
the
of
sea.
being removed from it. I'm gonna edit you back in.
That's what I was gonna say. He's just gonna put you in regardless. Hey, listen. That's it. I think we did it. That was a good way to end the show. Assassin, where can people find you? Oh, by the way, we're gonna play a clip.
We're gonna
Well, should
do
we
this
do
a
that
weekly
first?
thing.
Well, here, let me just go ahead and pull it up. Assassin, where can people find you? I'm gonna pull this up.
You can find me on Twitter at Assassin52. Still debating. So here's my dilemma, and maybe the chat can help me out. So I primarily game on console, and I'm thinking about streaming to YouTube instead of Twitch, since a lot of people I've talked to said that streaming to YouTube is better. Now the thing is, I can stream on PlayStation to YouTube, but if I wanted to play Xbox games like Avowed or Indiana Jones and stream it, I can't.
This is my biggest
So-
complaint with Xbox. Yes.
This is, yes. Hey, maybe we
Yes.
can clip this out and tag Phil in, and maybe he can do something about it.
No, don't
But-
do that.
I'm only kidding. Well, partially. Seriously, it's a big problem on Xbox. Fix it.
It is a big problem.
So my dilemma is: do I stream on Twitch, play all the games there, or do I stream on YouTube for my PlayStation games and stream on Twitch for my Xbox ones? That's the dilemma that I have. Or I just stream PlayStation games on YouTube and don't even stream Xbox games. That's my dilemma. So if chat could maybe help me out while this clip plays, that would be great.
You could get a PC, stream straight from there.
I don't have $2,000 worth to spend and drop
You
on.
don't need $2,000.
2,000. That's the best part.
Yes, I do. Yes, I do. All the PC players that are... So, my coworkers, they play on PC. They told me you have to have at least a $2,000 PC to even play some of the biggest games.
That's not true at all. But
No.
okay. I don't know what your coworkers are smoking, but
That's not true.
that's wrong.
Yeah.
Um,
I found
says-
I found a couple that I can send you.
Please
Well, I
don't.
can
Alright.
send them. I can put them in the chat, and Damarco can poop on them.
I don't poop.
So
It's a
chat,
PC.
so chat. As for saying until the end of the show, we'll try to do these weekly. I'm gonna play the weekly clip out right now, and hopefully the audio is playing. So here you go. Here's the weekly out of context.
My only fault was not having enough soul. Yeah, because that song. I don't have enough time to gain enough soul for that song.
Assassin, you don't
Give
know
me
how
like
to
a
have
week to prepare, I
fun.
would have done a better
Oh,
performance.
look at the little
What a bunch of
babies. And
And
now
no,
look
I
at the
didn't-
big
I-
baby. Wow.
I don't even have the space
It's
for
like a
one.
noise.
With this
or whatever.
playing fun with Sheep Shell Nick.
Can you shut the fuck up?
Right, continue, Red.
I'm gonna start it over.
Everyone
you
has
don't
flaws.
like anything, Assassin. You don't know how to have fun.
Oh, look at the little baby. And now look at the big baby. Wow.
As like
What's
a
wrong with
annoyance
just
or whatever.
playing fun with Sheep Shell Nick.
Can you shut the fuck up?
Really get into it and scratch that itch of just having a really great experience that you feel super proud of yourself, and your mom is crying with how proud she is of you, and everyone claps when you beat it, and Assassin gives it a 10 out of 10 because it was so exceptional to have. Anyway.
And also, Thursday night last week, I played Rainbow Six Siege with Assassin and taught him actually how to play the game. So you're welcome.
Yeah.
And whatever he says to the contrary is a total lie. But
Has been secured.
Reloading!
No, keep whacking off. There you go, everyone. Keep whacking it. That was great. It was so good as always. Assassin, thank you for doing that.
That was a really good Siege play. I see how you taught Assassin to play the game.
Yeah,
I know.
This is how you do it.
I
This is
I
how you
hate
do it.
understand.
you all.
I got a lot of support online. He was really the
Honestly,
loser in this
he-
scenario. He thought he flipped it on me, but it really just turned right back on him.
You basically
yeah.
won. You basically won that whole round.
You know,
From
he
the
kept
team.
telling me, I put in the chat, like, first of all, there was somebody in that window when I first came up there, and then they peeked back. And I was like, well, it's Siege, and you shoot through shit. So I shot. And then he kept telling me pre-fire corners all the time, and I was pre-firing, and the dude walked into it, and I was still
I
alive at
think
the end.
Assassin
So
is
really,
being completely
really-
unreasonable.
He is pretty unreasonable.
I know you three are joking, but when it comes to Siege, that's the one thing you don't joke about with me, because that will actually set me off. Like, please don't. I
we love
really
it.
don't want to end up being
We
pissed
love your
off
hatred
on our
and
podcast.
anger. And it's totally
Not about this.
unreasonable.
Not
Always
about this.
unreasonable.
Look, I just can't help if Holly's a better Siege player than you, but we can move on from the subject.
It's hard. It's really hard. DeMarco, what you gonna be getting into,
Please.
man? You gonna be streaming anything? You gonna be streaming Dead Space Remake soon?
Jokes. That's
Oh.
cute. Streaming.
Oh,
How am I
thank
gonna have
you. Oh my
all
gosh.
the time? You're welcome. How am I gonna have all the time to plow my fields without if I'm playing video games? It's just not enough time in the day. Not
too
enough.
many blades of grass.
Too many. Too many. Gotta whisper each individually to each of them. You gotta whisper something sweet, but you can't whisper the same thing because they get jealous of one another very easily.
Mhm.
Keep whacking and smacking and slashing and something Butcher Pete.
Thank you.
Yeah. Maybe we'll see. We'll see what happens. I have some IRL, like usual. I have some IRL things coming up that need to take actual priority, unironically, and unjokingly. So we'll see.
Okay, Crippling Debt. What's up? No, it's okay. You're late. I'm just glad to see you. Glad to see you.
That's
you're
2 weeks
doing
in a
good.
row, crippling debt.
That's right. God, it isn't Crippling Dead always back to back? You know what I mean? Holly,
Crippling
what you
debt
gonna-
tends to come with being late.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, exactly.
Working
Always
extra
when you
hours for that
least
crippling
expect
debt.
it. Yeah, exactly. Holly, and I'm sorry, Damarco, you can be found at Damarco Dude on YouTube.
Marco Dude on YouTube and Twitter.
Thank you. Holly, what you gonna be getting into? What you gonna be doing? What you wiki wow wow
What you gonna do
wait,
when they
wait,
come
wait.
for you?
I'm that blue number. Everywhere. On all the things.
Not that blue number. That blue number.
Tomorrow, there's a joke in his head right now, and I don't know what it is. So tomorrow night, I'm gonna be on Boom show, the evening show.
Whoa!
At 7 p.m. Eastern. Sorry.
Eastern Central.
Yep, one of those. You'll get it right eventually, or you'll just be late, like Crippling Debt. And then Friday night, the Infinite Podcast on the Tubes of You, and that's it. I'm gonna, I don't know, just play some games, whatever they are. Play freaking Outlast Trials special event.
Yeah,
At
we
some
have until May
point,
7th. Yeah. I
We
heard
need
it's
to
really
play at
good.
least once, if not 2 or 3 times.
I've heard it's very
That'd
good.
be good.
I've seen people making videos about it already. I'm like, what? Like lore videos, which is weird.
Oh.
But,
I want to play more now.
Yeah,
Let's
we
go
will.
right now.
We will.
Okay.
Yes,
Okay.
we absolutely will. Before the 7th, that's for sure. Jonah says she's collecting big name followers on Twitter, and you can be one of them. Go follow at ThatBlueNumber. That's true. Seriously, if you have Twitter, go do it. Go follow all of us. All of our links are in the description right below. Right now, you can go follow us right now. And you can open it up in a different tab if you didn't know that without interrupting the show.
Oh,
and,
sorry.
yeah.
One more thing. Tomorrow night, I'm actually only on Boom Show because I'm going on with Ben Kenobi
Thank you.
to show off the fabulous coinage and talk about his coins and how he came to where he is and all of that stuff. So if you're interested in knowing who Ben Kenobi is, the guy behind all the coins, come watch Boom Show tomorrow. Sorry.
Fantastic. Nah, that's
Plug
good. I
Ben.
was wondering about the coins. Yeah, he's been really generous lately, sharing it out to a lot of people with podcasts, so that way they can do giveaways, namely Colt Eastwood, and probably more that I don't know about. But he's doing the Lord's work in the gaming space, so shout out to him, and those coins are amazing. Lexi says the Jedi? I don't know. I don't know what you mean by that. I must report this to you. I love you, Lex. Anyway, Assassin, where are you? Did I already ask you that?
Yeah, I already did. And Damarco, when are we gonna get a new video from you, man? It's been 2 months.
He's been working on a video so big, so powerful, so incredible that it's been taking up everything. He even had to sorry, I'm not trying to get too personal here. He had to quit his job. He sold his kids. He divorced his wife.
Oh, damn.
He ate his dog because he needed
My
more
next
time.
question is, Damarco,
More
when did
time
you
for
have
this video.
when did you become such a family man? My second question is,
Listen.
why did you do all that?
He's busy,
And
man.
Red, don't think I'm just hating, and don't think I'm just getting on to him. You haven't made a new video in a while either, sir.
Yes,
Yeah,
my new
Brett,
video's coming out
you haven't
soon.
made a new video.
It's
The
all
only
about,
one excused from all this is Holly.
Well, it's all about the Benjamins. No, it's all about Geralt
So-
of Rivia in the next video. That's what I'm doing next.
So you know what I say to you two?
Thank you.
At-
All right. Well, fantastic. And you can find us all, like I said, in the description below. All of our handles are there, our channels. And if you're already here, then leave a like at the least and a sub at the most. Thank you all so much. We'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.
Man, Red, it's huge.